So debate is a really great skill for students, especially at the high school level, just because it is important for them to know how to speak to people, know how to think about issues critically, know how to speak to large audiences in some cases, how to research topics that may be difficult or complicated to understand. The Legal Mentorship Program is a great program that essentially takes students in the SVUDL program and partners them or pairs them with a lawyer from the Bay Area. So lawyers at companies, at law firms, all have volunteered to be mentors to kids in SVUDL. And what they volunteered for is essentially to mentor these kids for 5 to 6 years, so from high school to first day of law school. It was formed because we realized that the legal profession in general has a lot of problems with diversity. And there are a lot of people who express interest in the law, but sort of fall out as they get closer to law school. So we wanted to essentially attack the problem at an earlier stage. And high school is the space that we thought made sense. So much for young students, their career interests are in part based on who they see, people who look like them, and what seems possible and what examples they have. So I think it's a great program for SVUDL and for the students who are involved. I think for the legal profession, it's huge value because diversity is key. And I think a lot of the students who are involved in SVUDL come from diverse areas, are diverse students, and that is key to the legal profession. I think the more we have people who have different backgrounds, different races, different identities, come to the table to shape our laws and our policies, I think in general we just have a better world. So.
And while we're focused on law in this particular setting, the element of exposing children to opportunities is not necessarily limited to the law. It can be, there are many other professions where diverse students and people from diverse backgrounds are not given the opportunity to understand what it's like to be a doctor, to be an architect, to be whatever profession you might choose. And so again, exposure is the most important piece. And so much like we're doing here today in exposing kids to the law and to debate, doctors could do the same. Particularly doctors in diverse communities can give back to their communities by encouraging students from underserved communities to understand what it's like to be a doctor, to understand what it's like to be an architect, to understand what it's like to be an accountant. Again, exposure is the key for children who might not always have that exposure.
And it's great because the kids have a contact that they can talk to about college prep, about law school prep, just general questions about the law. And we've found that the kids who are in SVUDL are really interested about the law basically because of all the work that they're doing within SVUDL about debate and the topics they have. So it's been a really great program that we are excited about.
And so all professions can join in this effort. It's not limited to the law, it's not limited to debate, but we should have the presence of mind to know that exposure for young people is really where the impact can be made